and welcome to Health Matters on Channels Television. Thanks for joining us. I am Mary Alale Yusuf. The prospect of losing one's eyesight can be pretty scary. Globally, at least 2.2 billion people have near or distance vision impairment. In at least 1 billion of these, vision impairment could have been prevented or is yet to be addressed. The leading causes of vision impairment and blindness at a global level are refractive errors and cataracts. It is estimated that globally, of those with a distance vision impairment due to refractive error, only 36% have received access to an appropriate intervention, and only 17% of people with vision impairment due to cataracts got attended to. Primary eye care provides an entry point for patients to receive screenings for asymptomatic eye diseases, diagnosis and treatment of most eye conditions, referrals to specialists, and coordination with other aspects of medical care. My guest is a doctor of optometry and a public health professional. Dr. Priscilla Imade is also the National Secretary, Women Optometrists in Nigeria, and the MD of, what's the name of that?
Modern Eye Clinic.
Modern Eye Clinic.
Modern Eye Care Foundation.
You are welcome. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So tell us, what does one need to do minimally to take care of one's eyes?
Simple.
On a personal level.
Very, very simple. All you have to do is just go and see your optometrist. You know why? Because the eye does not see itself. If you have a problem with any other part of your body, maybe you have a cut on your hand, the eye can see, you can know whether it's healing, whether it's infected or there are other problems. But with the eye, because the eye cannot see itself, you can't sit back at home and feel you can take care of your eyes. So the first step, the first thing everyone needs to do as far as eye care is concerned is to see the optometrist. Now, when you go for an eye examination, the optometrist will be able to examine your eyes, check each and every structure in your eye. Sometimes people at home are a bit deceived by the fact that because they see the externals of the eye, they feel that that's all there is to know about their eyes. Not knowing that the eye is like a ball. The bigger part of it is embedded within the skull, inside the head. And that's actually the powerhouse, the one that controls how well you can see. So when you go for an eye examination, the optometrist will look at the anterior part of your eyes or the external part of your eyes, as well as examine the internal part of your eyes.
The part that is within the skull.
Part that is within the eyeball or within the socket. So if there's a problem, it's easily detected. Now, for eye care, also, the reason why you should seek your eye professional, your optometrist first, as a basic way to care for your eye, is because most eye problems, if detected late, the prognosis is very, very bad.
Oh, they're silent problems.
Exactly. So it's better you go for an eye examination, and when these problems are detected early, they can be better managed to prevent blindness. How often should we go for this eye examination? Well, the national standard we have here in Nigeria, going by what the World Health Organization and even the Nigerian Optometric Association have put in place is that from the time a child is born, eye test starts. When a child is born...
You test the baby?
Yes. When a child is born, the eyes are checked. Most often you will find the pediatrician, maybe take a light to check for reflexes. They have this APGA score, what they call an APGA score, and they said they check reflexes, they check... Yes, at birth, you check the reflexes. The reflexes is the first test, actually, that you do for a baby. At 6 months, you bring the baby again, they check for those reflexes at 1 year, and then 3 years, and then 5 years, and then from then on, every year you check. And then when a child enters the teenage years, between maybe the age of about 13 to about 19, we can do like every 2 years. And then once you get past 21, if there is no family history, it could be at that, but if there's a family history, it could be earlier, because we want to catch these problems early. Then about the age of 40, we recommend that you check your eyes every year, because at about that age, 40, a lot of things start changing within your visual system and even your general health.
So let me ask, let's just say within a year, you checked your eyes, maybe you checked January 2nd or something, and before January 2nd the next year, something happens. What should somebody, see or feel to know that oh, I've got to go check my eyes? What kind of thing?
Mary, I get this question every time. You see,
because people want to know.
When it comes to your eyes or your eye health, don't wait to feel anything. Because before you start feeling something, a lot of things would have gone wrong.
You said every year.
Now,
so I'm saying, what if it's like 3 months after your last test, something is going on?
When we do an eye test for you, if we want to write a report, we'll say as at the time of examination.
Okay.
Why we put that caveat is because things could change or things can change immediately you leave the clinic. Now, when you come for an eye examination, after your optometrist have examined you, if you are at risk of any problem, in my clinic, for example, we do a lot of tests, even as much as check the tears in your eyes. We check that. Not many people know that you can check tears.
What are you checking about the tears? Whether they are enough?
I'm a dry eye specialist.
Okay.
So, you know, when it comes to dry eye and vision problems, a lot is involved. And not many people know that if there's a disability or a disturbance in your eye homeostasis, how well you see can be affected. Sometimes some people just feel that going for an eye examination is just all about glasses, or they just put maybe the chart.
Speaking about glasses, let's even camp there for a while. What is the danger of one person using another person's glasses? Because I see it all the time. Oh, it's my mom's, you know, I just need to see.
Oh, it's my wife's glasses.
Exactly.
Or it's my colleague's glasses.
And they wear them.
It's a wrong eye practice. And it could be harmful to the eyes because no two eyes are the same and no two people are exactly the same as far as the eyes are concerned. Even identical twins, there are a lot of differences. So we don't encourage people to wear other people's glasses because your point of focus is almost always different from another person's. And because the two eyes are never always the same, by the time you pick someone else's glasses and you are wearing it repeatedly, unknown to you, you may be causing damage to your eyes, and over time, it could be detrimental.
Just for the sake of viewers, when you say point of focus, what do you mean?
Well, for every eye, we have a pathway that light must pass through to make us see. How do we see that? This brings me back to how we see.
Oh, for you to be able to see. The light has to hit your retina.
Exactly. And then it passes through your pupil.
Okay.
When you open your eyes, as you are looking at me now, rays of light emanate from the image you are looking at, through your cornea, through your pupil. Okay, it takes us back to the anatomy of the eye. If you look at the eye, this anterior part, the black of the eye is actually what we call the iris. On that black of the eye, there's a transparent membrane that covers it that we call the cornea. The white of the eye is the sclera. Some people always call it a conjunctiva. That's not it. The conjunctiva is just a transparent membrane that lines that.
Okay.
So for you to be able to see, there's a small hole on the black of your eye that we call the pupil.
That's in the middle.
Right in the middle of that black portion of the eye. That's the one that regulates the amount of light that goes into your eye. So when you look at an object, light rays goes through your pupil. There are other structures. There's what we call the visual pathway. There are other structures in the eye that the light will pass through. Goes through the lens, through your vitreous humor, to the retina. The retina is like the film.
Okay.
If you have a camera.
For a camera, yes.
So it's like the film where the image is superimposed and then it sends the message to the brain interprets what you are seeing.
Okay, so what you're saying is that because everybody has a different kind of eye, that film is really not in the same position in everybody's eye.
At all.
So you're wearing somebody's glasses, you're throwing your image on
either on the retina or somewhere else.
Not your retina.
Exactly. And then it could pose a problem over time. Some people could even have astigmatism. And because you're wearing someone else's glasses, it's not corrected, you discover that it creates a problem over time. So it's a no-no. Apart from glasses too, another thing I've noticed is that people share eye drops.
Yes, they do.
Yes, I think it was last week, a patient came in, he said he had conjunctivitis, Apollo. So he bought an eye drop. And you know, normally it will just go around in the family. And they were using one bottle of eye drop.
And guess what I noticed? Somebody came from abroad and you know, she says she's using eye drops. I should help her put them in for her.
Okay.
And I said, okay. And then she brings 2 bottles. Why do you have 2 bottles? She says, oh, where I'm living, 1 bottle is for the right eye and 1 bottle is for the left. Okay. So if they can be so particular about that there, then we really shouldn't be sharing each other's
I think
drops.
what that means is it depends on the kind of problem you have. It's rare to prescribe, 2 different bottles for each eye, because the eye, most times, they work in synchronicity. They work together.
It goes to underscore what you're saying. That
exactly.
Don't share your eye drops with your sister or your brother.
And contact lenses too. Don't share.
People share contact lenses.
Yes.
But that touches your body.
Especially. Among students, especially with the ones that wear fashion contact lenses. We have a party today.
And they borrow contact lenses.
Yes, and they share. I've had several cases. You see, I've been practicing optometry for some years now, over 2 decades, and I've seen several cases. I see some students, they come to the clinic, and I'm like, why are you sharing your contact lenses? And you know what brings them to the clinic? When they get infected. By the time the eyes are infected,
they could easily have gotten COVID that way.
Yes, very possible.
Wow.
Very, very possible. So we don't share. Don't share your eyeglasses. Don't share your eye drops.
And don't share your contact lenses for crying out loud.
Exactly.
It touches the body. That one is. So let's come to, eating habits.
Okay.
I've always heard that carrots are good for the eyes. Are there other things that you eat that help the eyes?
Well, I get this question every time. Carrots are good because they contain carotenoids, and they are readily available right here. There are so many other vegetables and fruits that are very, very good for the eye. But looking at our environment, the ones that we should focus on are things that are rich in what we call antioxidants.
Okay.
And these antioxidants are not only found in fruits, they are found in lots of vegetables. Take, for example, akomo ugu. It's common, it's everywhere. It's loaded with a lot of antioxidants. Antioxidant really is what your eyes need.
But clear this up for me.
Okay.
The way most of us cook these vegetables, don't they even kill these antioxidants?
They do. They do. That's the painful aspect of it. And sometimes we want to put people on therapy. We encourage them to eat it as salads.
Okay.
Vegetable salads.
Now that's making sense.
And then sometimes too, for those that can afford organic, we say, okay, why not get these organically and then, eat them. But we can also try on our own. Remember the days of our forefathers? These were the things they were eating. They didn't have the fridge. They didn't have,
just fresh vegetables.
Yes, just fresh vegetables.
Fruits.
So if we can eat our vegetables fresh, we discover that we'll be getting a lot of these nutrients. As simple as even our efo, these antioxidants, they are all loaded there. And then fruits generally. So instead of doing maybe carbonated drinks, you can just make a juice. I have this popular juice I tell my patient to take. You can just do your carrots, blend your cucumber, blend your lettuce. You can add moringa or ginger to it if you want to spice it up a bit, or maybe watermelon if you want to sweeten it up. And then just use it. Take a glass of it in the morning, in the afternoon if you wish, and in the evening, at least twice a day. Then you can also use it, give to your children to take to school instead of doing carbonated drink every time.
Okay, because so some people want to know whether ewedu is good too.
Ewedu is very good.
Wow.
Anything green that has chlorophyll is good, yes. They are loaded with antioxidant, and it's antioxidant your eye.
You know why I'm so happy? Because these things are in abundance in our society.
Exactly.
So we don't need to go shopping for something expensive.
No, you don't need to do that. You don't even need to read those ones you buy those ones you read in the books, all those cauliflower names that we are not even familiar with. Your local vegetables, they are just it. Even your bitter leaf is also very good. So we have all this.
So I'm going to have to stop here and take a break. We are taking a break now. Please stay with us for the rest of the show after this. Welcome back. It's Health Matters on Channels Television. And we're talking about basic care of the eyes with Dr. Priscilla Imade. You can call if you have any questions about the eyes. 0808-054-2233 is the number to call. You see showing on your screen. You can also send a message on X at CTV_Mary A, or send email to moalale@channelstv.com. We were talking just now about food that is good for the eyes. Is there anything that is bad for the eyes? And I can tell you one: smoking.
Oh.
But is there food that is bad for the eyes?
Yeah, well, generally we encourage people to do things in moderation.
Okay.
Anything you do in excess will become bad. So overeating It's bad for the eye. If you eat consistently, overeat consistently, before you know it, it may not be the primary cause, but it can lead to other secondary causes that could be detrimental to your eye health. And eating late in the night can make one obese. Overeating can make you obese.
Is bad for the eyes.
It can build up cholesterol. The type of food you also eat can build up cholesterol in the body. Like some people, they just say, oh, I like fried things. If it's not fried, I can't eat. Or if it's not a certain type of margarine or something, I can't eat. There are certain foods.
And these are bad for the eyes?
Yes. Over time, you discover... See, you are what you eat. The eye is part of your body. The eye is not in isolation. If your general health is good, your body, your eyes will be good. Now, if you take in these foods into your body, let's say the person develops hypertension or diabetes, what do you think will happen to the eyes? The eyes, of course,
that's why we talk to John. Hello, John.
Yaba.
From Yaba. Yes.
My name is Mr.
What's your question, sir?
Please, I have a question. Does but with the problem now, the eyes are always red, the right eye, reddish. How will I do?
Red right eye.
Red.
Okay, thank you very much, John. What does someone do with a red eye?
If it's just one eye that is red, it's a problem. If it's both eyes as well, there's a problem. Now, there are many problems that can result in red eye. Dry eye syndrome is one of them. Conjunctivitis is one of them. There are so many other causes. Infections, inflammation is one of them. And sometimes, too, people could be having more serious eye conditions that they may not know is the cause of the red eye. Is the red eye coming down with pain? Does it have other symptoms like discharge or other problems? I would advise John to go for an eye examination, because I've seen cases where people thought they had red eye, and by the time they came to the clinic, the eye was almost blind.
You don't say.
So please, I would advise John to go for an eye examination, especially redness that is maybe over 24, 48 hours. You see, the way God designed the eye, the way God created the eyes is such that the eye itself heals. It should be able to heal itself of whatever external problems that it develops. So we expect that if there's a problem with the eye, within 24, 48 hours, it should resolve. If it doesn't resolve, please go to the nearest eye clinic. Because I've seen, there was a case I had in my clinic. He had the red eye, not knowing that he had anterior uveitis, anterior uveitis. And he didn't bother. He just felt, okay, I could apply. You know, another thing too I've noticed is that people do self-remedy.
Yes,
they just say, okay, what did you use? Ask their neighbor. I use this eye drop. I use that, you know.
And it's probably before you know, recommended for the case.
They will just, exactly. They will just be doing that on their own. And by the time they come to the clinic, the eye maybe would have been damaged. So by the time this patient came, we realized that, you know, he already had issues. There was what we call a synechia already. There was an attachment between the iris and the lens already happening on the eye. And that was giving him a lot of pain. It was when he couldn't bear the pain, he came. So please, like I said earlier, if you want your eye problems to have a good prognosis, go early. Go and see your...
So there you have it, John. Please, to the clinic with your eye.
Yes.
We're getting another call. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon, doctor.
Good afternoon.
My name is Oliver.
Your question?
Yeah, my question is, what causes tearing in the eye?
What causes? Tearing. Okay.
Tearing, yes, coming out from your eyes and itching.
How old are you?
A little above 40.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. There are a number of factors that can cause, a number of things that can make you tear. Dry eye is one of them. I told you.
Just for the sake of viewers, it doesn't mean something is torn. It simply means water, the tears of the eyes.
Watery eyes, yes. Water coming out from the eyes. There are a number of factors that can make water come out from the eye. If you have an uncorrected refractive error, there's need for you to, correct the way your eyes are able to see.
And
or
wear
use glasses
like you.
And if you are not doing that, because you are straining the eye could tear. Let me also backtrack and say that tearing or watery eyes is a way of the eye complaining to you that I'm not comfortable, something is wrong with me, give me attention. Symptoms are feedback to you as an individual that you need to act, you need to do something. So ordinarily, the eye is not supposed to just be bringing out water just like that.
For example, when you're in a smoky area, you have tears coming out. Simply means leave this.
Exactly. You are right. You are correct. That's just it. So if tears are coming out, there could be irritants around, or there could be something within you that the eye is reacting to. If you have an uncorrected refractive error at about that age, 40, he said it's about 40, and then there's presbyopia, you are straining the eyes can tear. And then if also, maybe due to your type of work, you are exposed to the computer every time, it can result in dryness of the eye, and the eyes can tear. Or maybe the type of work you do.
Wearing glasses, are we protected from this computer dry eye thing?
Glasses ordinarily will not protect you, but there are special effects you can put on your lenses, on your glasses, that can protect you. So if you don't have those on your glasses, I mean, it's just like wearing ordinary glasses. So for you to be protected on the computer, you need to put what we call anti-reflex protection. Sometimes too, if you're out in the sun, you need to put what is called transition on your lenses. And then there are so many other add-ons now. You see, lenses now, they are just like your phones. Each and every day, technology is going on. In fact, smart lenses are coming out now, just like you have smartphones, to help you do most of the work that you want to do, no matter the occupation. So for the caller, if water is coming out from your eyes, it means that your eyes need attention. You may well see
Let's take another call from Femi. Hello, Femi. What's your question?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Fumi. Yes. My name is
Fumi.
Yes.
Please talk to us.
Yes, for the program. Please, I have a swelling on my left eye. And at times, water normally comes out from my. What can I do about it? And please, can you help us to repeat the vegetables that we said we can be eating? God bless you.
I will let Dr. Imadi be gracious with that to us. So go ahead. She's saying swollen eye. What does she do?
Yeah, if your eyes are swollen, it could be you are having blepharitis or an infection. So as a home remedy, you can just do a warm compress or a cold compress, depending on the one that is more readily available to you or comfortable with. You just put a napkin over cold water and put over the eye. If it doesn't resolve within 24 hours, you need to go and see your optometrist.
If it does not resolve within 24 hours,
yes,
go to the clinic.
Go and see your optometrist.
All right.
Yes.
So let me quickly land on this point. You spoke about fried food. Oh, yes. She wants to know about the vegetables. Let's do that first.
Yes, that's your healthy drink. Carrots, just blend carrots, your cucumber. You can add lettuce to it if you wish. Add your ginger if you wish. If you want to sweeten it, you can just add watermelon. Just blend, take a glass of it. If you have a juicer, better. If you don't, use a blender, add water, and then sieve. You can refrigerate it and drink it within 24 hours. It's fine.
Great. So are there pointers from the eyes to problems within the body? Can you see that from the eyes?
Yes.
What are these problems?
Yes. Number one is diabetes. For people who are diabetic, they just notice that over time, their vision could appear blurry. Okay. And sometimes they're able to clear it. And then they feel, oh, everything is fine.
But
and then if they wear glasses, maybe this week, the vision can be fine. After maybe a week or two, they just discover that the glasses are no longer clear. Before they could say, okay, let me go see the doctor for drug, before you know it is clear again. What that means is that the blood sugar is fluctuating.
Okay.
So as the blood sugar is fluctuating, it affects the eyes. So these are pointers. Sometimes these individuals may not know that these are pointers to eye problems. So they could just like, okay, what is happening? What is, And
but the yearly test can solve that, a lot of that.
And then if you are diabetic, make sure you do a corresponding eye examination.
All right. I'm going to have to stop you here. It's been so interesting, but we're out of time. Thank you so much, Dr. Imadi, for coming to the show. Thank you for being there with us. watching and learning along with us. And thank you for your phone calls, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I am Mary Alale Yusuf.